your business, which is selling 1 million. And all of a sudden, you might make 1 million instead of making 150,000 in your pocket.
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and the wisdom of how they sold their first million.
How would you like to make your first million? And today we have Fredrick with us with his business growth strategies, and he reflecting here that why the entrepreneurs fail to reach their first million, lack of sales or funding. You can ask him anything and he will be able to help you. He has worked over 50 countries across industries and raised tens of millions, focusing in buying business. So Fredrick, tell us, what are the 5 steps for entrepreneurs to make the first million?
Number one, you need to dare to sell something, and why not ask the customer what they want? So asking what they want and you deliver exactly that. It's no rocket science at all, but instead of spending a lot of time and precious resources to build something that someone might want to have, dare to sell the first 10 copies of whatever that might be that you might not even have produced yet, that the customer wants to buy. And then you design that, and you sell that, and you deliver it, and then you learn from the feedback from the customers. And now, already from day one, you are selling something that people want to have. And that's something that many entrepreneurs make a huge mistake. They set up, fantastic idea, but no one wants to buy it. That's number one.
Very good. So what would be the next step then, Fredrick? That's it. We already
All right.
show our product. We need 5 steps. We already got the first one.
Exactly.
So after what we do?
Expand. Land and expand. So instead of having like 100 products, one way to sell 1 million is actually to have that. Just do the maths. Like Cardone is doing a miniature little book. So if you're going to sell something for $1,000, you just need to sell it 1,000 times. 3 sales a day, and you've done 1 million in your first year, pretty much.
Okay, so
know your numbers, really. Know your numbers, and don't try to come up with 100 products in year one. Sell what works, and you might want to expand that into like 4 levels. One is like free stuff for branding awareness, something really cheap, like between $10 to $50, and then next step after that might be your really core, and that should ideally cost a bit more, otherwise you will have to sell too many. So ideally at least 1 or a couple of £1,000 for your core product, and you might have something more substantially more expensive. So today I had a conversation with a company, a consulting project, 80,000, one little thing, and that will take not too long time to deliver.
A fantastic phrase. So we have a step number 1, which is find a problem and try to solve it for your clients. And the step number 2 is expand, right? To try to know your numbers.
Exactly.
So you can you know how much it's costing you to acquire a client and how much to sell the product. Okay, so we have step number 2. So what would be the step number 3?
Perfect.
What would be the step number 3 that entrepreneurs
3
should be doing?
Exactly. So many people run out of time. So you probably, as part of your first 1 million, you will have your first couple of employees. You don't want to have a lot, because that means that you have got 1 million sales and got 1 million costs. You don't want that. So ideally keep down the overheads to a couple of really key people to help you to drive marketing and sales and potentially delivery, depending on which kind of industry you pick. So that's the number 3. Start to delegate, outsource, so you get back some of your time, so you can think about your second million.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, basically hire the right team. Yeah, don't hire too much.
Exactly.
And then now step 4 and 5.
All right. So number 4, super simple. If you're going to sell for more and more money, you need to start to think about systems. So what can you automate inside this process? what can you delegate to those first few employees, and how can you already now start to let them to do tasks that should be your tasks. So you're starting to free up your time. So the cool thing with that systems, delegating and automation is now you can potentially make $1 million in sales, but you didn't have to do all the work. And that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. And the final one?
Keep track of your finances, because it's not good enough, unfortunately, to do your accounting 3 months after the year ended. That means that you don't know if you're selling with a profit or a loss. So know your numbers. And the cool thing with knowing your numbers and having the number 4, the systems in place, and having your employees and the product, and all the way back to your very first sale, all of a sudden now in theory, you could actually sell your business already at this stage, because you have something that might work without your presence. And that is ultimately even more profitable than actually to sell for $1 million is sell your business, which is selling 1 million. And all of a sudden, you might make $1 million instead of making 150,000 in your pocket.
Follow us for more interviews with the world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.